Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lolita, and today we're going to be talking about how to cheat manifestation. I know that sometimes you work really, really hard and feel horrible and you want to give up, but tell me a time where you busted your butt to get to an end goal and it didn't take a lot of work to succeed. So, I just want to explain how you can bypass manifestation and make it work for you, even when you're not in this high vibration. I know it is good to be high vibrational and make choices for your higher self, but sometimes it's okay to feel sad. I see a lot of people not give themselves time to actually cope and deal with their emotions instead of pushing it to the side and not accepting reality. But sometimes you do need a little second to calm down and assess the situation. Sometimes if you need to cry, you need to cry. But let's go ahead and get into our key points. So, first off, once you realize that you're in control, a lot of things in your world around you starts to get better. If there's a problem that you have, or you know you need to be doing better in school or put more initiative when it comes to work, then you know what you have to do and you need to leap and take that next step. A lot of people are just afraid because they think someone's going to judge them or they don't think they're good enough to be at that next step. But honestly, if you want better for yourself, the only thing you can do is make that leap of faith. When things get hard, they get hard for a reason because the end of the storm and the rain and all this stuff is going to be a rainbow. And yes, you're going to have your pot of gold and you're going to be the leprechaun, okay? You just have to go ahead and, in a way, almost suffer. Sometimes suffering brings joy in the end. And I'm not saying that you have to be sad or depressed all the time, but once you realize that your sadness starts within and nothing around you really is making you sad but yourself, and you keep replaying these memories over and over and over again, making yourself purposely feel bad, of course you're going to feel sad all day. Sometimes it's good to unwrite these narratives in your head and start new loops, start new routines, start new habits that are for your higher good, okay? Like sometimes we're just stuck doing the same things every day. And once you switch up something in your routine and realize that every day you can switch up everything in your routine, you can change your life and flip it around. Even if you're living mediocre, you can go to the next level. Once you realize that everything is in your control, that's when everything falls into place, no matter how you feel or whether or not you want to accept the 3D reality we're in. So, the next thing that I would really suggest to do as well is to let go of negative thoughts and narratives in your head. Once you let go of negative narratives of, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not worth it, I can't do this, and replace it with, I can do this. This might be a difficult journey, but I got me. If you believe in God, you could be like, oh, God got me, the universe got me. You know that you have yourself to fall upon, and you know that you're the only one who can get you where you want to be in life. So sometimes it's easier to just let go and be at peace, not having to constantly replay memories in your head, trying to like hurt yourself, because that's basically what you're doing. You're torturing yourself. They say that the definition of insanity is when you do something over and over and over again in a repetitive loop. You're going to go insane if you keep repeating a moment that you think is embarrassing or a time where you and somebody fought. I'm not saying you can't accept the emotions to it, but you can't let a moment depict what your life is. That's not you. That was just a moment in history. And guess what? We're past this. You're alive. You walked away and you're good. You're feeling good. You're continuing to make better memories, even if it's hard each and every day to continue to this goal that you want to reach. You know that everything is working out for your higher good. Once you keep reminding yourself that, you're not even going to be thinking about the negative. All you're going to be thinking about is, damn, I got to get up and do all this work, but I know that this is for a better and higher end goal than what I have now. I'm not doing all this hard work for nothing. I'm doing it so I can reap all the benefits of my hard work, whether it's going and buying a house so you pick up another job, or it's going ahead and convincing your parents to get you a dog because they said if you clean the house, they'll get you the dog. Or let's say what you want to get good grades in school. It could be honestly anything, or if you want that promotion, you know that that extra work you put in is going towards something. So you shouldn't really stress what the end goal is if you know in your head that, okay, I'm going to think positively about this. Another bump in the road is just another lesson, and we're going to get rid of all this negativity out of our head. And when it comes to manifestation, I'm gonna be honest with you, you don't have to feel good. Once you have it set in your head what you want to do, and how you're gonna do it, you might feel upset in the moment, but just because you're upset doesn't mean, again, that doesn't mean it defines your life. It doesn't mean it defines who you are. It's just a moment where you're feeling upset. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to cry. Sometimes people cope with it in different ways, their emotions. And honestly, you just have to cope with them naturally. Talk to yourself in the mirror, think about things, journal, just find an outlet so that you know that when you are feeling sad, being sad is completely normal. If you have an emotion of being sad, be grateful you're sad. There's people who don't feel sad. There's people who just feel numb. They don't feel anything at all. They're just here. So it is really, really good to just accept the sadness in a way and remember that it's just all a part of the human experience. I don't know if anybody told you, but not everyone says the human experience is beautiful. However, there are some aspects to it that is. But I would say a lot of our life is just suffering. And it's kind of hard to think about, but it is. You know, you suffer, suffer, suffer until you get to this next step. And feeling sad is okay as long as you're able to pick yourself up and not let life eat you alive. I feel like the weakest people are people that give up and stop completely on their dreams or goal. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? You're not even there yet. Even with YouTube, I'm not going to give up because I know what's there for me. I'm going to reap the benefits of my hard work. I'm not going to go ahead and drop the fruits of my labors when I'm halfway, like a mile away from the market, like going back to my house. I'm not going to just drop the fruit. Like, I can't do it. So it's just really important to remember that y'all might be sad, but my manifestations are still working. The universe is working in my favor. I am lucky. Okay, you don't have to feel any kind of crazy way or nothing like that. And lastly, we talked about this earlier. You have to just keep reminding yourself of the end goal. I know it's going to be hard. I know you might cry. You're going to shed blood, sweat, and tears. But you know what you're going to come to at the end. So you shouldn't be so worried. You know that the treasure is going to be there once you find it, okay? You know what the treasure is. You know what it feels like. You know what it looks like. You envision it in your head. So it's going to be there. I'm over here making you guys run away from me. But seriously, like, you just remind yourself of the end goal, why you're doing this. Why am I doing this? Am I doing this for my family? Am I doing this for myself? Am I doing this because I want a better life? Am I doing this because I don't want to be mediocre anymore? You have to decide. You're going to be the only person who chooses what's right for you. And it's the best thing to do is to choose the right thing. Honestly, obviously we make mistakes and we experience things and we learn our lessons within life, but it's really, really, really good to go ahead and think about things before you actually do them. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have another topic or anything that you want me to talk about, don't be afraid to go ahead and comment down below. Honestly, I don't get too much feedback from my sit down videos, so I will be slowing down on them. I'm not gonna lie, but I do appreciate you guys' love and support. And again, I will continue the series now if you go ahead and comment, because how am I supposed to know what you want or you want me to talk about if you don't tell me anything, okay? So this might be the last video for a while. It's not discontinued or anything like that, but I'm waiting for some more engagement. I don't know what y'all doing. But anyways, I upload a new video every Monday and Friday. But if you enjoy ASMR, I upload ASMR videos as well every Wednesday. Thank you again for watching, and my social media is linked down below, my Instagram and my TikTok. I'm just beating you guys with this notepad, but I needed the notes, honestly. But yes, guys, thank you again for watching, and I hope my tips and tricks helped you, because listen, it helps me and my crazy brain of mine, all right? But anyways, have a nice day. Bye bye.